Are we live now?
Now we're
live. Okay, good to know. Okay,
you're learning.
I'm learning. Welcome everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Fun Friday. So we're recapping. We'll be doing more than that. It will be short live today since we have a lot of other things on the calendar that are really exciting about.
We also have children here.
We have children in the background because they don't have school today. So we had our VOWS webinar yesterday. It was so good and so fun, and it kind of broke some new ground, didn't we? We kind of treaded into some new water for us.
Not really.
We've done webinars, but no, this is the first. No. This is the first Be Intact webinar.
Yeah, I suppose that was the first one that was for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was really fun. If you missed the replay, or excuse me, if you missed the live and you want the replay, that is something that you.
I was going to ask about that earlier. If they click the link and they like, can they go back retrospectively on the events tab, fill out their information? Will they get the recording?
Yeah, I can make sure that happens.
Yeah.
But if you need the recording, the easiest thing to do would just be to like comment, and then we'll just send it over to you. And we'll probably share it later. Maybe I don't know.
We might share little clips.
It will definitely be available for the app users. So if you want in on being a founding member of the app, you need to talk to us because it will definitely be available on that. So
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think at least going forward, we'll probably do a few more things like that. So if there are topics or something that you want to explore, or maybe there's repetitive something happening in your life and you're like,
tell us a topic that you want to dig into.
Like we will. Yes, but we don't do.
Lost half the audience.
We don't do answers because the truth is I could give you tips, lots of tricks, and they're gonna work for us. So if you've ever read a book and you're like, oh, this book is so good, I love it. Like, who's read a book like on the Enneagram? You can read a book about languages. Read a book about, I don't know,
habits.
Myers-Briggs. You could do
the 5 love
languages.
Gottman,
whatever. This is the thing. All of those are nice. However, you are really just applying tools and not creating something of what exists in your real life. And so if you ever interacted or engaged with those things and you're like, we have problems, there's a reason for that. So that's what we do is we're like, okay, well, we got to go into the background a little bit. What's actually going on? What
this might be a little bit, this might sound a bit weird, but imagine if you had this problem, right? And like Sierra's mentioning, and you solve that problem. Like, is it ever really complete? Like, is their relationship ever solved? Like, you never. By the way, if you follow any sort of like there's this millionaire like Instagram account or any sort of success or just like Tony Robbins and Milet, any sort of like, I don't know, successful influencer or anyone who's had a lot of success that's been really like a self-driven entrepreneur. Every single person, man and woman, family or not, doesn't matter. Leader will tell you that it's about the journey, and it's not about getting any. Yet we apply the same thing to our relationships or life. Like, oh, if I can just have this tip, then I will have what I want. And what is fascinating is, let's say you're getting half of everything you want, and let's say you buy everything, everything you want. Like, look, you know the other 50% that's missing? I can get that. If you apply this tip right here, you're gonna get 10%. Oh my god, if I can have more than half, I would be satisfied. I'd be so happy. And if you finally got that, and your new baseline is you get 60% of everything you wanted, you know where all of your attention will go is the remaining 40%. And the the, the cruel joke that we're all in is it doesn't matter if it's 99.9 gonna that have everything is a trick and a solution and a tool to fix it.
And you may be thinking, yeah, but I know that that's not actually possible. So, but the problem with that is you may consciously know when you hear that during conversation, you know that that's possible. However, you live that way. Whenever we get upset, whenever we're frustrated, we're living in an upset because we're comparing it to whatever's not happening. Like you actually live that. You just like live from that. This didn't go. Oh, they're gonna have to stop that. Sorry, we got kids on. Go stay. Um, Carnegie.
Too
So,
loud.
um, so they live in some of hearing of, well, I want this all the time and it's not happening, therefore I'm upset. So it's not that you're actively thinking it, it's that you live in that. So it's very, very interesting. And it's funny that you mentioned, you know, especially last night because it's about vows. We were talking about vows last night and promises and commitments. What's really unique about those is that we live like we're gonna get someplace. Like, oh, if I just do this one thing, I'm gonna get there. If I just do one thing, I'm gonna get there. It's like just enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride. And we know that when we do other things, but for whatever reason in a relationship, we still behave. We can get to a place in a relationship. Meanwhile, we made a commitment till death. So like, not sure about you, but I'm not like eager to get there. And that's really the only place that you could to your relationship was death. So really what you want to kind of rest into or kind of like rest on is the process. Vows and commitments and promises help you kind of enjoy and create that journey process versus trying to get to some magical place in your relationship. Because really the only commitment that you made to a relationship to get anywhere was off it. So
Uh, Inspire me to do a video on LinkedIn because I think the professional world needs to hear this.
mhm.
What's so funny is I've been at conferences and have hire all these professionals, and one time I went to an event where like I listened to the gold medalist, rowing of like
Queued up.
a UW, and I've heard this, and then this one guy who climbed Mount Everest in like 18 different times, and it's incredible. And you hear in business, in self journeys, it's what you hear, right? It's about the journey, embrace the suck, like the grind, the grit. That's where you grow. It's magic. You gotta lean into it, man. Lean like the suck, embrace the suck is a phrase that you has. Yet we act like that doesn't apply to relationships at all.
We act like it doesn't reply to a
No, in
relationship.
fact, the moment it happens, you're immediately trying to get out of it.
You're
Solve it.
like, this is not supposed to
When are you like, oh yeah, this is what it's about.
gotta grind.
We're growing like this is how we actually grow stronger. Yet the same people that are on their fourth marriage are the ones. Thanks, Carnegie. Those same people that are on their fourth marriage are sitting in front of their company talking about how trials and tribulations are a part of the journey, and you got to stick it out. You got to stay committed because that's where the growth happens. Man, I just man, that resonates. Okay,
Because
that's
this is like we don't apply it to relationships for whatever reason. And we also don't apply it sometimes to the very things we signed up for. Like people will literally sign up for something hard and then they're mad when it gets hard. What you what you chose. Like you, whoa,
Oh, that's polar.
we, like people will come to our workshop. Oh, this would be great for a relationship. We say right out, you're gonna love some parts, you're gonna like some parts. It's gonna go like this. And at the end of the week, it's gonna be great.
Mm.
And they still are like, okay, yeah, yeah. But
It-
like living it is something totally different. Actually living, making the commitment and person of your word is totally
there's a being with the ordinary that actually gives you access to extraordinary. It's a very look. I think one of the most popular actually. Uh, and Jesus says, you know, to really be with yourself allows you to be more than yourself
different.
and not trying to escape it. You kind of have to let go of your attachment of the act and everything else out there. The thing is like we're sharing this right now, and I would bet my life savings that you're like, yeah, yeah, of course, you got the journey, of course, yeah, of course. Really look at your experience like it should be.
And what's really funny and what has come up in a workshop before is, we're always talking about, we talk a lot like stop trying to let go of stuff and be with stuff.
Mm,
And we, find a lot of value and a lot of people experience that they actually have a hard time being what they don't want to be. And how profound is it to just be with something that you actually don't want for a moment? And I'm not saying be with something as in deal with it. I'm saying be with something that's like, oh, actually do this, push this away, or push this part away, or stop doing this, or quit doing that, because I don't actually want to be with the uncomfortableness
mm.
of it.
I have an illustration, and then
What?
we can wrap it up because we got stuff to do. We gotta be somewhere. We gotta fix stuff. I don't know. Put your hand out real fast. You act like it's
Tried to tell me.
a little higher. There we go. This is the table. Like
Wait,
just
can I
this
see it
is a
another one?
plan. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure you can. Um, like if this is the we this is the hack with all the problems and relationships, anything you're trying to like improve in your life, you know. And by the way, we're not telling you to just like we're not telling you to just like not do. We're not saying that. What we're saying is new things that you do, abilities will arise when you actually can let things be for a moment. What I mean by that is this is how we interact with everything. We see this here, and we focus on that's the problem. I need to like what Steve said, let go. But first, we try to fix, we try to change, we try to cancel all this stuff. How can I make this? And then the other thing is, then we take another approach is, I need to let this go. I need to put it behind me, throw it away, throw it away. Let it go. What we're asserting is if you just like set it down, let it be, attention can go at other things in the room. It's still there. It's still very much an experience that has occurred. You can't change it. We're acting like what if you just be and sit there? And then there's like this freedom that I have that I my attention, my all of my effort to change something just need to be focused on and throwing it away more of the same thing because you
Mhm,
can't it's impossible. It's always there.
mhm,
It's a profound way to live, and I think what will show up is access to new views and and all your actions that you take in life will be um, determined by how you.
and if you are on a path of any kind, I mean, this could be in your relationship, this could be in your job, this could be on your journey, this could be, maybe a game you're playing in your finances. Like, there's going to be a point where you feel like this is wrong, this is not right, but it might just be a new place of being uncomfortable. And there's like the whole thing, oh, get comfortable, being uncomfortable. It's really not so much getting comfortable with uncomfortable. It's just getting comfortable being where you're at. If you're just where you're at, it's actually not that uncomfortable because where uncomfortable is when you start to future trip and you think, I can do this for very long. It seems like it's going to last forever. I can't imagine this. What if nothing changes? And you see, so if you actually are, well, most likely because you're actually kind of tricking yourself and you're not just being in what you're labeling as uncomfortable, but you really just focus on the present and just like the being where you're at right now, you may be able to play. You can play full out in the present versus trying to play full out for this, unclear time. So
If you're feeling stuck hearing this, there might be something. What kind of soapbox you did? I think it's okay.
sorry. It's like in the air, you guys. And it's not like it's in the air over here, it's in the air with your clients, it's comfortable with my friends. It's in the air. So if you are feeling like something's about to happen, I don't know what. Like it's great to think about the future. You should be yourself. That person is not unfamiliar to you. And you also need to just when you hear those being uncomfortable, like just be with where you're at. Like have some place to go, sure. But also if you're just focused on being, you might realize that really here, really that uncomfortable. And you're just growing. You just haven't met that person. So you get uncomfortable, you're like, I'm being with a person right now and I don't whoa, that's crazy. So
Going for a while.
we
However,
actually have to go. Because I have to eat foods.
Last thing I'll say is if you feel like a bit overwhelmed, like what we're saying, possibility for you, or like it's not, you can't even fathom. There might be something more to look into. That's why we're here. Like we're here, we're reach out to us. Like there is access to our insights. All right.
We're gonna go. Have a great weekend.
Happy
Ooh,
weekend.
have a great long weekend.
Yeah. Memorial Day.
Have a good one.